Hello everyone! Workout 2 of the week, going back to our 100 challenge. Okay, we had some success with it last week. It was nice to see people really putting in an effort, and it seemed to tax people a little bit differently than our other routines that we normally do. Okay, so I'm going to talk about the 100 challenge, the exercises that I put together, and discuss potentially how you can do them. So exercises need to be done at a minimum 10 rep intervals. So you have 4 exercises here that I've listed. If you choose one, you got to do them in 10 rep intervals. You can do more if you want, right? But at a minimum, you have to do 10 reps. Okay? And then obviously keep track. So counting, let me know with your counting if you're in a tape, and say, okay, I did 10. All right, and then when you start up, you're going to be doing 11 to 20, roughly, or 11 to 21. Again, at a minimum 10 reps. So when I put this together originally, I had plank, shoulder taps, both sides equal 1 rep. I had step back lunges. Now, with the step back lunges, I actually had both legs equal 1 rep. I did this workout. It was very difficult. So I took that off. I kept the step back lunges, but 1 step back will equal 1 rep. Now, if you want to do both legs equal 1 rep, by all means, I'm not going to turn you away on that. But I will say it is difficult. I was pretty taxed by the end of it. So know that as well. Like all the workouts that I put together for you, I do them myself as well, just to make sure it's doable, and then also on the flip side that it's not too easy to do, right? We have to find that happy medium between being able to tax you, but also not, put you in the hospital, for lack of a better word. So first exercise we have of the 4 is plank shoulder taps. So both shoulder taps equal 1 rep. Step back lunges, as I said, 1 step back equals 1 rep. If you want to do both legs equal 1 rep, I'm all for that. Crunches, and then skater strides. So both sides on the skater strides equal 1 rep. So that I did keep the same. Okay, so, again on the 100 challenge, you just got to do 100 of each exercise that I've listed out. And at a minimum, you do it in a 10 rep increment. So, as I said, it's no different than the deck of cards. So don't be nervous about this. If you've done the deck of cards workout, it's actually, I feel, tougher than the 100 challenge, because the 100 challenge, you get to actually control your destiny, right? You get to say, I want to do 20 reps, or I want to do 10. Deck of cards, you're just flipping. So if you got a jack and then a queen of the same exercise in the deck card, that's 30 reps of that exercise in a row already. So that's a nice thing about it. So don't be nervous about the 100 challenge. It actually should be easier than deck of cards. All right, so first exercise, plank shoulder taps. Again, both sides equal 1 rep. So you're going to get into your plank, fingers spread out wide, lock them into the ground, pushing mid-hand. Get them underneath your shoulders, core tight, shoulder blades back, pull those elbows in slightly, get into our good plank position. Feet about shoulder width apart. You're going to tap a shoulder, tap a shoulder. That's 1 rep. Okay, so this one is going to look straight on. Okay, shoulder tap, that's 1 rep. All right, pretty straightforward. So then you would just continue those on. Now, next one is a step back lunge. Big thing about a step back lunge, front foot, you're going to get that toe locked in, the back heel locked in, you're going to be about shoulder width apart. Okay, so when you go to step back, that foot pressure is going to be mid-foot. If it's on your toe, and I'll show you how to side, if it's on your toe, you got to step out farther, or you got to step back farther, I should say, because this front foot should not leave the ground, right? Once you get yourself set in, you go to step back, that big toe and that back heel should be locked in. Okay, so this is what it's going to look like. I keep my hands out front to keep me upright, right? Core tight, shoulder blades back, down to 90. Okay, so as I said, originally I had both of them be 1 rep. If you start off and it's a little easy, go to that, where both legs equal 1 rep. If it's too difficult, just 1 step it, that's 1 rep. That'd be 2 reps, 3 reps, okay, 4 reps. But make sure when you transfer that foot that big toe gets locked in, back heel, and you're gonna create that claw with your feet, and that knee is gonna track over the toe. So you can see mine goes out slightly, but here is fine. You don't want it tracking in, right? So keep it over, and a lot of times that comes with foot pressure. Okay, so big toe, back heel, create that claw with your toes, lock yourself in. Okay. Okay. So that's your step back lunges. Next is your crunches. Okay, up, tight, back out. Up, tight, back out. Up, tight, back out. Okay, so just, you're gonna, when you go up, I keep my hands on my knees, like on my thighs, and drive them up towards my knees. My core is engaged. I go until I feel contracted, tight, out, tight, out, okay? Feet at 90. All right, and that's it. That'd be 1, 2, 3, and so on. Okay. Next is your skater strides. So you're gonna start on one end of your mat. You're gonna pick that inside foot up, bring it behind, and use that outside arm to drive you across. So this is what it's gonna look like. I'm gonna drive, catch. That'd be 1. That'd be 2. That'd be 3. So if you're able to catch and use that cushion, you see how I cushion it, and then I drive across, that's the ideal. If you got to reset, that's totally fine. So same idea. I'm going to bring that knee leg behind, outside arm is going to drive me across. So I'm going to use that torque, right, of my upper body and lower body. Drive across, catch with 2 feet, cushion, landing, go back. So that's 1 rep. And then I would keep doing it. If I can't jump as far, that's totally fine. All right, I'm still using that motion to drive me across, and as I get comfortable with this, right, that's when I'm going to start to engage a little more. Maybe, in a couple weeks I feel better, I got stability, core strength, leg strength to drive across farther, do that. Even if it's 2-foot landings, 2-foot landings. Remember, to cushion that landing though, don't land solid. You see I cushion when I land, same idea. Cushion landing, drive across, cushion landing, drive across. Okay, so both sides, there and back, equal 1 rep. So, to go through it again, you're going to be doing 100 plank shoulder taps. Okay, both sides equal 1 rep. A step back lunge. Again, the ideal is both legs equaling 1 rep. As I said, that's the way I did it. It is difficult, so if you can't do that, just go to 1 step back equals 1 rep. 100 crunches, and then 100 skater strides. Okay, so both sides on the skater strides equal 1 rep. Have a good workout. Let me know if you have any questions.